We're back, I think. Oh, it ended stream, are you kidding me? Well, that's not nice. But we're back. We are in fact back. Duh, I didn't think it would just end like that. So I wasn't crazy. Yeah, I think it just had a moment. Not sure why though. Alright, does that look better? Now it does. For what purpose? For what purpose? Alright. Let's also fix these. So I know I did it at the bottom floors, but these blocks don't really need to be here. We can just replace them. I guess from here on up, it should all be the same design. So like this one, this one. Hello! Welcome, Angel of Iron. Thank you for the follow. We are kind of finishing up the interior of my base. Nice to have you here. How you doing? Let's see. Stealing that. I feel like I've seen your name before, Angel. I don't know where, but I feel like I recognize your name. Kiri, welcome. How are you doing today? We're actually going through and designing the base. Well, I guess I did not need that many. That's okay. Of course! I thought I recognized. Oh my gosh, I thought I recognized your name. You're from Sarlos. I can't believe I missed that. I've been in quite a few of Sarlos streams, so I've seen Angel around quite a bit. You are very generous. With the new puppy, yay! I kind of like how this looks. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like how this looks. But yeah, no, welcome in. Don't and don't worry about that. It is totally okay to be asleep. You try. Well, you do a good job. You are. I mean, hey. I couldn't even remember that, but I remembered your name because I did, and that's a pretty impressive thing. I am not always the best at remembering names, so it's very cool to have you here. And thank you again for the follow. I really appreciate that. That makes, yeah, we're at 265 now. Let's go. Was this where I was designing it? No. But yeah, this is, since you are new here, this is actually my base. I built a giant willow tree and I live in it now. So now what I'm doing, oops, is making it look nice. I've been holding off on doing the interior for a while, so now I'm doing the interior. Wonder if maybe I do that. I guess I should probably do that. Yeah. I always get jump scared by the saving world. It's like, ooh. There we go. Staircase. I like staircase. Staircase nice. Unfortunately, I built the full version of it on the one layer that doesn't have any leaves, so the leaves should have come first, but that's okay. I think I got the general idea. How did I do it down here? Had 2 extras. Boop. There we go. Then it was that in the back, then that in the front, then that. Like that. Oh yeah, and then I had that one there. Okay, sweet. And then I think I can just run this up like that. Yeah. That actually looks really cool. I like that. Oh, that's right, I ran out of lanterns. Let's break this. Fill that in with leaves. And there we go. Then this is actually the stair part, so let's just do just a little bit there. I feel like this just adds so much to have the leaves here. I don't know why. I really like it. mean, just it just feels better, doesn't it? I know that probably makes no sense, but it feels so much cooler. There we go. These feel so homely now. I want to build things in here. I trained myself to plushies and sweater. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Raven. Give yourself some of that good self-love and care. Alright, first floor done, second floor done, third floor done, looking pretty magnificent. Fourth floor done, minus a lantern. And now the final floor. Wow, we actually made it. I gotta say, a lot of you are new here, and so a lot of you weren't around when I did play Celeste. Some of you might understand this from watching my Celeste videos, if you did, or if you have, then you'll probably understand this, but one of the goals of Celeste is that it's your journey as Madeline to just make it to the top of the mountain. And so along the way, the words, "I'm gonna make it to the top," really just sunk in to me. And I don't know how to describe it, but I can't. It's whenever I say that, like, say something like, "We made it to the top," I can't unhear Celeste. That's how impactful Celeste was for me. Even now, like over a year later, where it's just been so long, I can still hear it. If you haven't played Celeste, I'd highly recommend you do it. But man, there's something so special, or just so, like, yeah, special, about just saying, like, "We made it to the top." And for a lot of people that is a little weird, but for me it's really comforting, because it reminds me of an age not too long ago where our goal was to make it to the top, and along the way we had one of the best journeys in the world. So being able to say, "I made it to the top of something else," it really just makes my heart happy and full. Because by saying that, I'm basically saying, we did it. I've accomplished this big goal that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to accomplish. And here we are, standing on top of the world. Looking down at how amazing it is. How amazing we are for being able to accomplish something like that. We thought it was impossible, and yet here we are. That is kind of the message of Celeste, I guess. You know, you thought it was impossible, and yet here you are, standing. Despite everything It's still you. Celeste is a great game. You know what? I should probably put it here. I highly recommend you play it yourself. But if that's not possible or you just don't feel like it, I do have a whole playlist of it over on my YouTube. So if you'd like to watch me play through the game, I would recommend it. It was, you don't have to, of course, but Celeste was kind of special for me. It was the first game that I ever played besides Minecraft on this channel. No, that's not true. I played Kahoot once. It was the first game of my gaming playthroughs, and I don't know. It was the first game that I was able to complete. Or have a finale, I guess. I've been doing YouTube for 6.5 years now. Over at this point. And along the way, I've tried out doing a whole bunch of series. You know, like any 13-year-old who starts a YouTube channel, you're just like, oh, I want to do gaming, I want to do Minecraft, and so there was a whole bunch of series that I started over the years that never really went anywhere, or even if they had a few episodes, they never ended up finishing. And I feel like I've talked about this before at some point, but being able to see a game from beginning to end, like I did with Celeste, was an experience I can't forget. You know, even if I forget the game, it was the first game that on my channel, and even on stream, that I played from the first stream, from the beginning all the way to the end. And there is just something amazing about that. And especially for the story of Celeste too. It's about overcoming your demons and making peace with them, like, even if you yourself are not perfect, that doesn't mean you can't, like, change your life for the better, make peace with yourself, you know, fight for yourself. It's a really good message. It's also just a great game. I will say it's an amazing game. It is a game that deeply resonated with me. I didn't think it would. On that first stream, when I first started playing it, man, I didn't think it would be anything special. Oh, but how wrong I was. It really changed so many things for me, Celeste. I don't even know how to, like, fully describe it. And very soon, actually, we'll be doing it again with Hollow Knights. It took way longer. You know, Celeste took like 2 months. Hollow Knight is taking over a year at this point. It's been a while. But I mean, the sentiment still stands. Even after 28 streams and like so many problems, the boss fights nearing the end, holy cow, they were throwing me through the ringer. They tested every ounce of resolve I had, and yet I kept going for over a year, and I finished the game. There's just something so special I know there really is a place in my heart for games like Minecraft where it's like you make your own story, and you know, you get to enjoy however long of a world you want to. I mean, even in Minecraft, there's been like different worlds, different seasons for me, where you have a beginning, where you start the world, you have a middle, where you build the things, maybe it's with friends, maybe it's by yourself, and then you have an ending at some point. Some worlds get a better ending than others, some get official send-off, some just kind of go quietly into the night. But there's always been this super special thing for me I've realized this over the last few years. Having an end is so special, and I don't know how to describe it. But sometimes it's nice that things don't just go on forever, or that they don't go on long enough to just be lost. You get your time with them, and you get it for as long as you need them to be. And then you go. Then you say goodbye. And there's something so special about being able to have that goodbye. And I've learned to love it. I've learned to really value it. I know that probably doesn't make any sense, but there just is. There's just something so incredibly special about being able to look at something you loved going through and being able to say goodbye. Because, you know, you don't always get to say goodbye. You don't always get that chance to send it off. You know, some things in life just go. Some things in life you forget about or just fade away. So when you get that chance to just sit down, look across a game, a world, a story, group, and just see it off, it's something special. And yes, it does hurt. Yes, it is saying goodbye one way or the other. But it's nice. It really is nice. And I have learned to value it. I used to not. I used to not value it as much as I did. As much as I should have. I used to just accept them, but not treasure them. Like, oh, I have to leave this world now, or oh, like I didn't get enough time, or oh, what if, kind of things. And those are okay to an extent. But as time has gone on, I've really learned to value those endings. Because honestly, the endings are just as important as the beginnings. For me, at least. Being able to start something, being able to go through it, and then being able to see the end of it, It's unlike anything I've ever gotten to experience. I mean, the feeling of knowing you made it is such a unique feeling. Like being able to welcome in, like let's just take a Minecraft for example. Being able to open a new world and build on it and have fun, maybe laugh with your friends, maybe enjoy some time together. It's great. And even as the weeks go on or the months go on, being able to build new things and make new farms or build new buildings or make a town, make a base, have some pets. It's awesome. But being able to say goodbye to it, to really say thank you for all that it gave you, it's not something I take lightly. It's something I really try to treasure. Because, like I said earlier, you don't always get those chances to say goodbye. I had a world many years ago with some of my friends that just, in the blink of an eye, vanished. Tried updating the world and it just corrupted. All of our work, all of our progress, it was just gone. I mean, I have the world file now. We were able to recover it, you know, years later. But a lot of that work is just lost to time. A lot of everything we did just gone in an instant. And yet, in doing so, it really made us treasure everything that came after. Every world, every season, every just moment that we had, it was that little bit more special. Because you never know, right? Maybe one of your best friends stops being your friend. Maybe people stop playing on the server. Maybe you lose interest. And that, like many other things, will just let the world go. The world just slowly vanishes into the sunset. And that's okay. That's how a lot of things go. But sometimes you make it to the end. You say, okay, this is the last day we're playing on it, and then we're switching to a new world. Maybe we start a new season, or we start a new SMP, or we start a new server, or we start a new game, or we start a new friendship, or we start a new group, or a new Discord, or a new channel. It could be anything. But being able to have that ending, to say goodbye, to welcome in a new era by leaving behind the old one. I don't have the words for it. It's a feeling like no other. To be able to look around at the things you've done, the videos you've edited, the scripts you've written, the worlds you've built, the blocks you've placed, the friends you've made, and just being able to say, this chapter of my life is over. And then comes a new one. And wherever that new chapter may go, I have all of these past experiences, all these past chapters of my life that have moved on. And it doesn't mean you forget about them. It doesn't mean you leave them behind. But when you get the chance to truly love something, to truly hold on to something, and you get a chance to say goodbye to it, take it. Truly, take it. Because honestly, nothing lasts forever. And that's okay. Because with each new ending comes a new beginning. And if you get a chance to go out on your own terms, then you might as well make it something special. So yeah, I think endings are just as important as beginnings. And being able to cherish the endings that you get to make are special to me. Because those endings mean so much more to you because you had a hand in them. You didn't just let the night take you. You didn't just let the passage of time pass you by and change your life as you go. You got to say, hey, this thing meant the world to me. This thing was my home. This thing was my life. This thing changed me. So if anybody's gonna be the one to show it a little love and say goodbye to it, it's gonna be me. It changed me, and it deserves to know that. I deserve to give a little bit back to it for everything it gave me. So yeah, if you ever get the chance to say goodbye to something as the chapter of its story ends, you should. Because it will stick with you. And it will change you. An ending by itself can change you. And you should cherish those endings. Because, like I said earlier, when one chapter ends, a new chapter begins. Whatever that means for the future, we don't know. But you can at least say that you had one heck of a ride. And you got to go out the way you wanted to. And whatever comes next, you'll be ready for it. I am a little interesting. I have a lot of issues remembering things. It's not my strong suit at all. I forget a lot. But there are certain things in my life that I just don't forget. You know, like anybody. There are just moments that I can't forget. Moments that I try my hardest not to. And sometimes I get lucky. And those endings are one of those lucks that I get. I get to decide for myself if I want to remember this. Whether it's making videos out of it, taking screenshots, sharing moments with my friends, streaming it. I get to choose how this story will have. And when that ending comes, I want to make it something special because of how much it meant to me. Because even if I forget it, many years, or even just many months down the line, I got to have that ending, and even if I forget it, that ending is still a part of me. The whole chapter of my life is still a part of me. Some part of me now was made by the chapter that I lived through. That chapter will always be a part of me, even if I forget it. So if I'm going to shape my future self, by the way that this chapter of my life goes, then I'm gonna give it one damn good ending. Because I want to make my future proud. I want to make my future something worth living for. And even if I can do that in small little ways, like cherishing endings, or having fun beginnings, or reaching out and trying new things, then I want to. Even if it's difficult, even if it's hard, even if saying goodbye is one of the hardest things you can do. It's worth it. And I'm worth it. You deserve it to yourself. To give yourself that chance to carry that chapter, that ending with you. You deserve it for yourself. To have that be your past as you go into the future. At least that's what I think. And that's why things like this are special. That's why each one of these streams, no matter what we do, are building towards something great. I have no idea, genuinely, when this world will end. Maybe it's a year down the line, maybe it's many years down the line, maybe it's tomorrow. I don't know. But eventually this chapter of my life will come to an end, and many more chapters will follow it. Many more chapters started today, or started yesterday, or started a year ago, or 2 years ago. Many of them have ended, many of them have begun, but each one of them has changed me. And I know through the work that I've put into this world, to all of you, to all the people that I've met, to all the people that have met me, to all the people that have changed me, that have come in and made their own impact on this world. I know that when I do end this world, I'm gonna make it special. Because all the people that made it special deserve that. I, after all the work I put into it, after all the years I've spent, deserve that. And if I can go out on my own terms, then I will. And if I can't, well, I made one hell of a good story, didn't I? So yeah. Maybe every day won't be perfect. Maybe every moment won't be amazing. And maybe you won't always be happy. But the fact that there is a now, that there is a moment, that there have been so many moments before, that you are a product of everything that has come before, and a guiding light for everything that will be. It means that the greatest hope in your life, the greatest thing in your future is you. So why not give that person an ending to remember? A beginning, a middle, a climax, a conclusion. Treat others the way you want to be treated. We spend so much of our time giving to others, and we should spend just as much time giving to ourselves. So yeah, it's just a little introspection of my psyche, of how I think about things. I've really grown to love endings. They're not always easy. Sometimes they're really, really hard. But they're worth it. They're really worth it. They mean a lot to me. And yeah, I hope that all made sense. Genuinely, I hope that made sense. I don't actually know if that made any sense or not. But I hope it did. I never thanked Angel. Thank you so much. Of course my mic gives out right as I'm giving the good speech. Here I am trying to... Okay, settings, general settings. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Here we go. One moment, everyone. I think VC Face froze. Yeah, no, my mic stopped working for a hot second, and now VC Face is frozen. Give me just a moment to fix this. I'm gonna do that hydrate. I might do that stretch just by myself, Neko. I know it's a stretch width, but I might just do that stretch by myself since we're about to end. Alright, almost back. Okay. Are we moving? We're moving. There we go. I've retired. I've retired to my furry farm. Alright. So, anyways. Let's take a look at what we've done today. Because we've done quite a lot, actually. We're going to start all the way at the bottom. So, here at the bottom we have the Tree of Time in all of its glory. All the way to the top, all the achievements I've made over these last 2.5 years. There they are. There's the map room, the room we will figure out eventually, and the 150 subs Wall of Fame. Ah. This is a good memory. And if we go up the stairs now, we actually have stairs. Look at that. Go up the stairs and now we're on the top outlook, the outlier, looking across the upper layer. It's nice. You can see a little bit of a ladder, but for the most part, I think we can actually probably add a railing here at some point. And if we go up the stairs again, we get a little bit of a transition. And here we are on the first floor. Let's fix that real quick. Oops, I missed one. In fact, I'll do us all one better. I'm not sure if stream will like this, but everyone stay calm. I'm about to do something that might be interesting. This might not end well, but it will look super cool. I appreciate that, Neko. Oh, that's right. I was gonna Angel, I was gonna ask you a question before my mic cut out. I know there is a name. I can't remember it right now, but I know there's a name that or if you would like to, I know that you have a name that you usually go by in Sarlo's chat. So if you'd like me to use it, feel free to let me know. Like, if you prefer Angel, that's totally okay. But it's up to you if you have a more preferred name, because I know you have another name that you usually go by. Or at least I think you do. Angel's fine. Moon, that's what it is. Okay, is this not the coolest thing you've ever seen? I can't I can't move very fast, but like, I really like this. This looks so cool. Oh, I love this. I'm just gonna take screenshots everywhere. This is how we're gonna end today. We're just gonna take cool screenshots of the world and really just cherish it. This room definitely needs some more work. Some detorching, some more lanterns and stuff, but that's always something we can do another time. This staircase looks so cool. I'm so happy we were able to connect it up. But yes, here we are. The first floor.
This is the main landing zone. It'll connect off into our farming area over there, our animal area. And as we go up the staircase, it takes us to I guess this is the landing area, technically. The second floor, which also connects into our storage room. This is where it all connects. And as we keep going up, we have, you know, the third floor. We have the fourth floor. Nothing special here. And the fifth floor. Yeah, remind me if I forget Moon, but I'll try to start calling you Moon now that I know. I really want to be here now. I really want to fill these floors with things. I just don't know what yet. Need some windows. It's not the point. The point is that it's inside a tree. We don't need windows. Because I mean, why have windows when I can have the best skylight in the world? I can literally sit on the tree branches, and look out over the amazing world that I live in. So yeah, today is not the last day of this world, and one day it will be. But until then, let's make some amazing memories. And if one day the ending does come, whether it's of my own accord or not, I hope you all know that the journey was worth it. And whatever ending we get, we're gonna make it a good one. So, thank you everybody so much for being here. I should probably rate out and see who I can rate out to. Let's see. Oh, Jackie's live right now. Here, let me, let's go to stream ending. And let's raid into Jackie today. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for listening to all my rants, all of my talks. I hope you had all a great time. I know I did. The world is a thing we build together. And I hope you know that everybody who comes in here in the streams, you made it special. Even if it was just for a moment. So there we go. Let's go out and raid. I have been Mailbox. This has been an amazing stream. And I will see all of you next time. Goodbye, VOD viewers. I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are,